And I mean, but look at all these wicks. So what that lets me know is that, yeah, these candles are bullish and they're making, higher lows and higher highs. But it seems like everyone's selling into the move. So that's why I haven't stopped out yet. Even though the position's going against me right now. But if it goes against me like too much more, I'm gonna have to stop out. You know what I mean? Because like you could be wrong. It's okay to be wrong, but it's not okay to be wrong and then be stubborn and sit there and let it be more and more wrong, and you just go deeper and deeper in the red. This price action is looking bullish, and now the Qs have broken above red to green, and Apple is freaking ripping. It's making new highs right now. The SPY is still under red to green, but it's closing in on it. It's trying to break above VWAP right now and looking kind of bullish, but rejecting that red to green line. Now, if I see the SPY go ahead and start acting bullish and break above this red to green line and catch a bounce, catch a bid, and get above that 120, then I know I got to stop out. But damn, I probably should have flipped long, bro. Like Apple is freaking ripping. Now this right here is like stop out territory. This is stop out territory. I'm gonna let's zoom out a little bit and see what's going on here, man. Stop out territory. Let's look at a 5-day. Let's see if we have any real resistance just above this. I mean, right here, let's look. Reject, came down here, bounced, consolidated, bounced, came out, bounced, ran up, and then just cracked, like gapped through it, came up here, like a little bit of resistance, and then we sold off, bounced, then rejected, came up here, rejected, but then reclaimed, bounced, came down here, and then bounced. And so this is a level right here. And that is what? I can't really see what level it is. It's 134.80s. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to go ahead and stop out. Look at this, bro. Look at the SPY. Look at that increasing bullish volume right there. Thing's looking strong, dog. But I see this wick, though. Like they're selling into it. Let's see what level that is. 369. So 369 on the SPY is a crucial level. It looks like 369 tens right there. It's rejecting off that 369. Let's see what's going on with the Qs. See, we had some trouble here. It looks like it's coming across a little resistance at this 371, but I would probably say, yeah, 371. This looks like more of a topping action, but again, this is off of a 5-minute chart and it's from pre-market. So we'll say about 371, 371.50s. We have a little resistance right here at 271.80s. I mean, now this metal chart right here, it looks like it's topping out along with the indices that I was just showing you, but what is concerning is they're trying to buy it up. You see this wick? So it wants to crack, but you seen all those red prints? And Tesla's down $17. What the hell's going on with Tesla? See, that's why I don't, I've traded Tesla a couple times, bro, but like, you have to have the risk tolerance to trade Tesla. Because look how the swings are wild, but it looks like it was trying to gain because it was down 17, and then I seen it flash down to 16 real quick. But all right, so this thing is looking bullish, but it also seems like we're kind of topping out. No, the market's looking bullish, man. Apple's definitely looking bullish. Look at this thing. Look at this. Look, this is the 5-minute. See, if you're bullish, this is what you want to see. You want to see it going up but taking a breather and not going straight up. You know what I mean? But I'm not bullish. I'm bearish. Let's see what Apple looks like if we zoom out a little bit. So Apple's reclaimed this 144.90s. I think that was at the same level that was giving us trouble on my other video, the Hopium versus Logic series. I actually just released it this morning. That's kind of worrying for me right there, that we reclaimed this 144, and I gotta stop out. I'm down again. And then we had some data come out this morning, basically saying that unemployment numbers aren't as bad as they were expecting, right? In a normal environment, that would be bullish. But because unemployment isn't as bad as expected, that's actually bearish for the stock market, because that means the Fed and Mr. Powell can continue with their monetary policy, basically raising interest rates. You know what I mean? So that is bearish for the markets. But again, there's just too much hopium in the markets, and that's why I made that series, bro. Hopium versus logic. And the whole concept, the pretense of that series is like, who's gonna win the battle? The logical people that know everything's overvalued and the market is bearish and we should be heading down because of monetary policy and monetary tightening and the rising of interest rates and the overall bubble that we've been in for basically the last 10 years, because they've kept interest rates super low, like at 2% or lower for like a decade. And that's why we've seen this boom over the last decade or so. But it's a boom based on low interest rates and cheap money and cheap borrowing. And that's what this economy and this boom is built on. Like, this new economy that we've been in for a decade hasn't seen higher interest rates. It hasn't experienced any adversity yet all this time. So now that they are raising the interest rates and this economy and, all the new businesses and CEOs and executives, etc., that have come up during the last decade or two are used to these easy money policies and, low interest rates and cheap money to borrow. But that's going away. So that's the bear thesis, that the monetary policy and monetary tightening is going to it's going to cause obviously demand destruction, but asset destruction. You feel me? That hasn't happened yet, because we're still seeing the market's trying to catch a bounce. So that lets you know that there's people out there that are buying the dip, and they just have a buy the dip mentality, or they think the bottoms are in and they're trying to buy the dip and time the market and catch it at the bottom, or there's just too much hopium out there and people haven't experienced enough pain yet to capitulate, to go ahead and be like, damn, it's over with. I need to get out and preserve capital. That hasn't happened yet. And you can tell because the market's still trying to bounce and catch a bid. But we'll see.